How's it going out there? Rooster here in Tennessee. For those of you guys that like the vintage radio videos, some of the older stuff, this one might be one that's interesting to you. This one will be up for sale, and it's an exceptional Cobra 139 XLR. This is also a radio that I got in on trade, and probably one of the nicest one of these I've ever had. Really, really nice radio. Channel display is good on it. Audio. Both meters work. You guys can hear that click in there. These older 139s, 135s, you can hear the relay engage on them when you key them up there. So a lot of the early edition Cobras, you'll be able to hear that in there. And this is one of the early edition ones. And I'll tell you guys a little story about one of these towards the end of the video. I don't want to waste everybody's time. If you're not interested, we'll get right down to business and show you that the radio works, but not anything big, but just something I'll share about my experience with one of these from many, many years ago. We'll make sure that it receives. Of course, we're close proximity, so we're getting a little bit of a feedback noise in there, but there's no noise in the receive of this radio. I mean, you can barely hear the static. So, really nice receive on it again. About to squeal because we're keying up so close. But receives well. Again, it keys up, it talks. Hello, audio. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, audio. We can probably try to listen to it through this Cobra 90. Hello, audio. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, audio. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, audio. 1, 2, audio. Again, just disregard the squeal because we are right here on top of it. But we'll show the power output. And by the way, this radio does have sideband. It's AM and sideband. So this is AM first. Average power. Hello. Audio. Boy, it struggles to even swing like a watt. It's dead keying like 6 or 7 watts. Audio. 1, 2, 3. Audio. 1, 2, 3. But it swings about 30 PEP. Audio. Check 1, 2, 3. Audio. Somebody probably just had it set up talking on sideband. Here's your sideband output. Hello, audio, check 1, 2, 3. Audio, check 1, 2, 3. Audio. A little bit over 20. Lower sideband. Hello, audio, check 1, 2, 3. Audio, check 1, 2, 3. Audio, 1, 2. 22, 23 watts. If we wanted to see, just for kicks, average. Hello, audio. 10, 12 watts. Average output on sideband. But that's about it, guys. This one will be up for sale. Just the radio. No microphone with it or anything. Just the radio by itself. And a really, really nice 139 XLR. They're not big powerhouses. These aren't like your 89 GTLs, 142 GTLs, 1000s, 87s. Stuff like that. Even that little Cobra 90 in the background. If it's done up right, it'll do a lot of power. But these are not big powerhouse radios. These, the 135s, there's probably a couple of more that fall into that category that they just don't put out a ton of power. Even a 2000. I mean, a Cobra 2000 isn't like a big powerhouse either. But just a nice old vintage radio. My story about this, not really a story, but I've mentioned it before when I had a very large Cobra base station collection. I think I had 100-something, maybe close to 200 radios, multiples of each. And I never could find a Cobra 87. And that was back in the day before, people were so, a lot of radio people were on the internet. You basically just had to find somebody that had one. You might get lucky and find one on eBay from time to time, but it's not like it is now. Or it wasn't then like it is now. But anyway, this was the first one that started it all for me. So I got this, not this particular one, but the same model radio I got, and I just became a fan of Cobra radios immediately with it. I just thought it was so cool to have one of these. And then I got to finding more and more of them. And pretty soon, next thing I knew, I had a room that was caving in with Cobra base stations. So the one I had, the channel lights on it were very dim. They were holding on for dear life. But this one, that's obviously not the case. They're in good shape. But again, it's just kind of cool to see one of these pop up, because for me, this was the one that kind of started it all for me, being a Cobra crazed, if you will. And I'm still that way today. Still love Cobra radios. 1000, again, my favorite radio ever made. I love the Yazoos and some of the old vintage stuff, but I'm a Cobra man at heart. So this is the one that started it all for me. Cobra 139 XLR. This one will be up on the website, guys. Rooster in Tennessee, roostercb.com. We'll snap some pictures and get this bad boy up there. Nice radio. Appreciate everybody. Rooster in Tennessee. See you. Bye.